Hi, my name's Lee Matthews and I'm a physiotherapist, and this is Pilates Rehab Relax. And today I'm going to guide you through a gentle seated Pilates routine. It's going to be 10 minutes long and it's going to be aimed at targeting strengthening our abdominal muscles and our core. So throughout this I'm going to be using a nice upright chair, something like a dining room chair would be perfect. A sofa could be just a little bit too soft and slouchy, and it needs to be a nice safe secure chair that's not on wheels and with plenty of room around you so you can move without banging furniture or plants over. So because we're trying to target our abdominal muscles, I'm going to sit myself forward on the chair with a bit of a gap between me and the back of the chair there. My feet are about hip width apart and I'm looking for those ankles to be directly underneath where the knees are. Remember to think about that nice long spine with those wide collarbones, and we want to make sure our pelvis is in a nice neutral position here. So one way would be to make a triangle over the front of your tummy and then just gently rock back on your sitting bones just a couple of times back and forwards, and notice the tilt that's happening there as you go forwards as far as you can and then back. So slowly bring that tilt so it's less and less until you stop in that mid position, and hopefully when you found that there's just a gentle soft curve in the back there and those muscles either side of your spine shouldn't be working too hard. So that's our starting posture, and what we also want to be doing throughout our workout is engaging that core. So again, the easiest way of finding those muscles, if you locate where your tummy button is and just bring your hands either side a couple of inches. Now let your tummy relax, let's hang it out there, and then just slowly try and draw that belly button back in towards the spine, so towards the back of your chair. Hold for a few seconds and relax. No matter how soft our tummies are, those muscles are there, but sometimes they can get a little bit weak, and hopefully with our Pilates training we can get them a bit stronger there. So the first movement we're going to do is a cat stretch. And the way we're going to do that, we're going to curl ourselves up into a ball, a bit like a cat having a stretch there. And I want you to really try and draw that tummy button in as you hold that position, and then sit up nice and tall and poke your chest out. So we can even synchronize that with our breathing. So again, if we draw that tummy button in and let's breathe out. Really try and keep on engaging that core though. That muscle's working hard there. And then back out into a big stretch, poking our chest out in front of us. So for our next exercise, we're going to target our obliques, and these are muscles that run diagonally. So from our start position, we're going to engage our core, and as we breathe out, I want you to try and bring one elbow to the opposite knee, and then repeat the same on the other side. So draw that tummy muscle in, and really try and engage that elbow coming towards the knee, and you should feel that muscle as you tense it up there. Now, it doesn't matter if you don't go all the way to touch the other knee, that will still work the muscle even by doing a movement where they don't quite reach one another. And again, if you wanted to target the muscle even more, we could make that challenge greater by pushing the hand into the opposite knee. So you pick the variation that's right for you, but either way, we engage that tummy muscle, and then we're offering some sort of resistance there, whether it's just from movement alone or whether it's one hand pushing into the opposite knee. So we're going to do an exercise now called hundreds. Again, we need to have that nice start position with that lengthened spine, that long neck and those wide collarbones. As we go to engage our core muscle with this, I want you to have your hands either side of you with the palms facing backwards, and we're going to do a tapping motion on some imaginary drums that are either side of you there. And the aim would be to do some small brisk movements whilst we maintain that upright posture. And the aim would be to do about 25 of them at a very brisk pace and then relax. And the aim, why it's called hundreds, is we do 4 of those. So let's all have a go together, shall we? Again, starting with that nice upright posture, wide collarbones, engage that tummy muscle, so drawing that belly button in towards the spine. And let's start doing some oscillations there. Try and stop yourself from wobbling around. So we could imagine we've got a drink balanced on the top of our head, and of course we haven't spilt a drop of it whilst we're doing this. And then relax. That was our first one. Let's keep on going. So again, reset your posture if you need to, and again, draw that tummy muscle in and making those small tapping motions. This is good at fighting the bingo wings as well. Hopefully you'll feel this in the top of your arms. And relax. So we're now going to go on to an exercise called the roll back. We're going to start with a nice upright position with that long spine and those wide collarbones. And keeping that spine nice and straight, I'm going to rock back on my sitting bones. Remember to keep the core engaged as we go back. And what you should start to feel is those tummy muscles working. And then hold it for a few seconds and bring yourself back to the start position again. So the easier version is engaging that core, keeping the spine straight and sliding the hands along the thighs. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, have those arms out in front of you, a bit like you're rowing a boat. Again, keeping those shoulders nice and wide as you rock back on those sitting bones, hold for a few seconds and then come back to the start position. And even if I'm not talking to you as we do these, you can hear me doing them because my chair creaks. So remember, draw the core in, back we go, and then return to the upright position. And we can even synchronize that with our breath. So engage the core, outward breath, and breathe in as you come back up again. And again, breathing out, and breathing in as you come back up. So for our next exercise, we're going to do a chest opener called the archer's bow. With our arms out in front of us, keeping those shoulders wide and that neck nice and long, imagine that you're holding a bow in one hand and the other hand is going to grip hold of the string of that bow, and as you pull it back there, engage the core muscles, so drawing that tummy button in, and then on an outward breath, pull that bowstring back and follow that hand with your line of sight. So it's a nice big rotation, opening the chest up and then back to the start position. So again, this time we'll swap the bow to the other hand, engage those tummy muscles, so drawing that belly button in, and then on an outward breath, we're going to do the same movement on the opposite side. And then back to the start position. So again, draw those tummy muscles in, breathing out, and then back to the start position. So keep on going there. You might work at a slightly different pace to me, but as long as you're engaging the core, breathing out as you do that rotation, you're going to get a nice workout. So for our final exercise, we're going to combine the previous two, which is a roll back and the archer's bow, into one nice fluid movement where we keep our arms up in front of us, engage the core, and as I rock back on my sitting bones, I'm going to pull back that bowstring again, and that really bites with those abdominals and those obliques, and then back to the start position, and then the same on the opposite side. So here we go with one fluid movement. Engage the core, breathe out, and then breathing in as you come back up again. So keep on going at your pace, engage the tummy muscles, so drawing that core muscle in. And there we go. So that was our 10-minute Pilates routine in seated to target those tummy muscles. Hopefully you enjoyed today's workout. If you did, don't forget to click the like button. If you wanted to leave any suggestions, then leave a comment. And if you want to keep up to date with my latest publications, then click the subscribe button. Also, don't forget that if you have been enjoying doing some working out of these tummy muscles, don't forget to exercise the rest of you. Some of my other routines will focus more on leg muscles, on stretches, and on moving the arms and neck around. So this has been very specific about the tummy, but we don't want that to be the only bit of you that's strong. So keep on with your exercises and see you soon.